Just a quick heads up, this video is not a financial advice. It's created purely for informational and educational purposes to empower you with knowledge and information. Before making any investment moves, it's smart to get proper financial guidance. And guess what? Gboshe don't just share content. He coach, guide, and support you on your journey to smarter investing. Let's delve to the weekly pre-market outlook.
Hello prolific traders, trust you all doing well. So here on set with you again is Gboshe for our weekly analysis outlook. Right, yeah, so normally we do start with the XY. So a brief one. So normally we do our analysis first on the XY to know the strength of dollar and also the projection of dollar at the moment. If dollar will be bullish or bearish, then we know how to position Euro USD and GBPUSD for our minority trade. All right, so now this is where market is going. Market has been ranging here for the past few days. So at this point, and I can see that this is a pattern. Now it's good to understand patterns for market reaction. If you notice, this was a breakout around this zone, and this is an imbalance, right? So likely something like this could happen, right? But now this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this market to push up to this level first, push up to this level, then before reacting down, and then before getting any further reaction, right? So instead of this, I might likely expect this to happen, and mind you, yes, getting to this point, then maybe dropping, to any point here, and then it might not happen like this, but then I just expect it to come in. So this on the daily time frame, putting this in the 4 hours, so we are expecting market to trade to this zone, so I can mark up this point. All right, so with this now, we could look at Euro USD as a market that will be dropping from this point. So let's look at Euro USD, guys. Euro USD. So this is how you trade for the week. When you come to the market, you watch out for these levels. Very, very important. All right, so this is the daily time frame on Euro USD, and this is what we projected. So from here, the market should drop down. Mind you, this is the daily time frame. Now this was Monday. The market was here, it closed around this point on Friday. So we're expecting this market to come down here and then react to maybe any of these ones. And now you can see this, like this is a level. So any further reactions from here, then we could take it down to this point. So now for a projection, same as we do for the DXY, we'll be expecting market to drop to this point, right? So we are expecting this market to continue this drop first, and mind this is not just, you don't just come and take it, but rather we wait for confirmation. So now we expect this kind of drop to the downside to this level, and then we close it around this point and wait for maybe either retracement to this point and wait for possible confirmation before sinking it down. As we can all see, this is a level and this is a supply zone right at this point. All right, so looking at our following pair is GBPUSD. So what do GBPUSD get for us for the week? All right, so the same. Now if you can look at GBPUSD closely, you realize that this is a supply zone. So this is likely it is reacting at this point, but then I was expecting a drop down to this point and then a reaction up. So this is what might likely happen. So GBPUSD might likely to have a reaction like this to the downside. Yeah, I'm pretty much expecting this market to sink down, have a reaction to the downside. But mind you, it could just simply go and react from here before dropping. But then I just want it to come down here, touch this level, and maybe go back up, and then another last reaction, so that we can wait for another confirmation to, I don't know if we'll be sinking this down or whatever. So now this is the 4 hour. Looking at this market from this might likely happen, right? So to make this more precise, we could make this like this. So targeting this point. So when GBP gets here, you could expect a rebound to the upside, right? A rebound to the upside, and any possible confirmation from here on the sell, could be expecting a drop from here. This indication. All right, guys. So let's look at gold XAUUSD. So what's the chart saying concerning XAUUSD? So XAUUSD has been ranging, right? Yes, with no too much significantly. So if you look at this was Monday. So from here like this, so the momentum was just came in on Thursday. This is just the momentum. So now when we look at this from Monday, this was Tuesdays and Wednesday. So you see this kind of ranging, but then Thursday did this, and then market is still around this zone. So like what we projected. So we expected that this was the supply zone. Market should tap on this and drop to this our level. Now this is what I am expecting, a very wicked reaction from this point. So either this will slide down, or this might, okay, this is what I'm expecting now. I'm expecting a slide off from this level like this, like I always do, and then maybe if there will be strength, if this market is changing direction to the upside, then we get a breakout and the last confirmation to take it up to this level, right? Yeah, so this still our expectation. So market is here at the moment. What could possibly happen here? Market could buy up a little bit and then drop down. Please don't just go and buy gold now, because I don't think it's really that set for buys. But then if it breaks out from this level, with good confirmation in this kind of pattern from this level, then we could know if after the last rebound we could be taking it up to this point, right? Yeah, but for now I think I am still bearish on gold. I'm still bearish, maybe any level here. Still bearish on gold from here dropping down to this point. So yeah, I think I'm still bearish on gold. So this is the projection on gold. Expect this, the confirmation after this breakout from these levels, and then the target, we could be targeting this point and overall year for gold, right? Yeah, but then this will just sink down. So I'm still bearish on this market, and this is the other last level to watch out for. All right, this is gold. So my last wonderful setup remains US 100. US 100. So US 100 pretty cool, has been buying. You know, I really enjoy the buys from US 100. The buy is just wonderful for you to know that this market is buying and you just position to buy. All right, so this was our last trade setup, expecting that this market should drop down to this point and then picking it up down. But now we could see that this market is hanging at this point. So mind you, please take note of this. This is a double top pattern, right? So if this market will likely be above this point, then we could possibly be expecting this as our next entry target, or as our next entry point, putting our setup here and maybe our SL around this point. This will make this trade effective. If this market should break above this point, then we could continue these buys, say, to around this point. All right, so now this is the analogy between of this trade. This is the analogy of this trade. You know, when the market runs, there's supposed to be pullbacks. So market go in this pattern, runs and pull back, runs and pull back. So this is what we have here: runs, pull back, runs, this little pullback, run, pull back into this demand zone, run, pull back, run, this little slight pullback, then run, this little slight pullback. And mind you, now if a market is running like this pullback, run, pullback, but now US 100 is a buying market, right? So you just have good bullish trend. So now this is what happened in the higher time frame. Let's say this break now, if we zoom into this break, okay, let's use this now, that this was a high and market is breaking this to this side. So in the lower time frame, let's look at this. Looking at this point, you realize that there's still some internal trends, such as this runs, little pullback, big run, little pullback, big run, little pullback, and big run before market finally gets to this point, right? So this is what we could have as this little pullback. So it is likely seen that after this little pullback, there needs to be a major pullback such as this one now. So now this is where we'll be expecting this to happen. Then before this continuation of the two buys again, you know, like this and continuing, right? So now this buys, if you look at this in the higher time frame, this will just be one candle push up momentum. But then if you look at it in the lower time frame, you see that it is made up of little higher trend formed within that structure. So now, from this overall market view, this is where I guess this is where the good support is, right? Or this is where the good retest zone is, to come slightly and tap this. And mind you, even as this is pushing up, it will likely come back anytime, and I think this is the best entry to catch this trade up. But then if it's forming a good support at this level, then it is also good, and then we could position with this setup instead, because now looking at this will be our next demand zone. That is, after getting a reaction like this, say breakout, and then we expect this to tap in and then continue the move. All right guys, so we'll be watching out for this and watching out for this, and I know you know how to watch for this, now you know how to watch for this. So now, to watch for this, you expect market to first break out here and then retest and get a confirmation around this point, then you buy. But then if this market hangs here and this forms a double top, one head and second head, and it started dropping, break past this point, please wait to see if market should react here for a confirmation entry around this point. So guys, this is the last trade setup for this week. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me for this weekly analysis. Thank you so much. Wish you a fruitful week ahead, more profitability to your trading account, and also good ultimate cash outs and payouts. So thank you very much. For those just watching me for the first time, I remain Gboshe FX, your one and only go-to forex coach and mentor. Thank you very much guys. Thank you.
Thanks for watching till the end. Your time means a lot. If you found value here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs this. And when you're ready to grow with guidance, Gboshe FX coaching is just one step away.